Why the Venus Project is exactly what we desire. Well, I'd like you to Google the Venus Project. It's a system developed by Jack Fresco in the 70s, and it's basically the lifestyle that we must move to actually make the ecosystem of Earth function for us in the future. It's a system of automation. It's where technology and automation supplies everything for the human race. It is exactly what we desire. Now, I'm a spiritualist. Well, I'm more of a humanist who's in a physical body, who's spiritual, has a spiritual inside and outward. I'm human energy. So actually, I'm more of a humanist, but I'm going to explain the Venus Project in spiritual terms, because part of my book contends that the human species and the soul that has been given to us is a design to bring heaven down to earth. Now, we all believe in some sort of heaven, most of us, that something continues in the afterlife that we live, and pretty much we all picture heaven as a peaceful place of joy, serenity. I mean, if you look at heaven, do we really have money in heaven? No, I don't think our souls use money at all. We don't communicate with money. We communicate on a soul-to-soul level of sharing energy. Do you think there's any war in heaven? Hell no, there's no war in heaven. Do you think there's politics in heaven? No, there's no politics in heaven. There's no division like that. There's no educations like that. Are there judges and lawyers in heaven? No, it's a peaceful state where compassion is shared, and the compassion cleanses all the negative human behavior that we've done on Earth. Earth is basically one giant illusion, and the things we do inside this illusion, really, we don't take into heaven. We don't bring it back into heaven. It gets cleansed out by the processes of light in heaven. So there's no need for judges and lawyers in heaven. No need whatsoever. The Venus Project of automation and technology is also just like that. There are no need for judges and lawyers, because what we do is we build environments that don't have money, that don't have war, and don't have politics. We build environments. When you take money out of the environment, the human behavior of stealing, selling drugs to make a living, to all the competition of money that we do to survive, it's a survival environment based on money. When we take money out of that environment and we let automation and technology supply our needs and supply our survival, we're no longer fighting for a loaf of bread, a cup of soup. We don't need that. It's completely unnecessary for this day and age, with the technology and automation we have and can produce, that we not build a heaven that mirrors our real heaven where we come from. We don't use money in heaven, so why should we use it on earth? We don't have wars in heaven, so why should we have wars on earth? We don't have politics in heaven, so why in the hell do we have politics that divide our nations on earth? Well, it's all division. That's what I call a human to human transfer of energy. We use money to communicate through the human species. We use war to communicate through the human species. We use politics to communicate between the human species. A human to human connection. Here is a very advanced principle that can solve that. Since our ecosystem and our atmosphere is pretty much, we're destroying the air and water. I mean, we're throwing 400 billion tons of carbon in the atmosphere per year. we are destroying Earth. And you can't, I mean, you gotta come to a place of honesty and recognize that. I mean, we're fouling the air and the water and everything. I mean, our climate is changing. Well, here's the advanced concept that can fix that. If humans unite under a global organization of technology that starts to build the Venus Project on Earth, we can take all our money from all our nations, throw it into one big technology fund. In the next 50, 60 years, we can totally reinvent our landscape on Earth. One made out of green energy, green technology, and green automation that doesn't mess up our atmosphere. Google. I mean, look what Silicon Valley's doing. I mean, we're going in that direction anyway. I mean, very shortly, we're going to have all the transportation automated. We're going to have trucking automated, to where all those jobs are just going to, we can't replace those jobs with the population growth that's going to keep going up and up. Eventually, we are going to run into a world where it's kind of like 50 and 50. 50% of the population can get a job and 50% are cut out because there just are no jobs. So we're going in that direction anyway. So we might as well embrace it and let's get it done, because the sooner we get it done, the quicker we can save the planet. Now here's the concept I'm referring to. If we take human love, human energy, and we transfer it into Earth, Earth is designed to spread love around the world. That is her function. That is her goal. That's what Earth has always done. That's why she grows food. That's why we have water. That's why we have atmosphere. That is her function. It is a compassionate structure that transfers compassion into the human species. Its soul is bigger than our soul. In fact, our souls exist in the giant Earth soul. Earth is a soul. It is alive. It has emotions. It has a feelings. It's just basically Earth. A soul system is a light system. And that's what Earth is. It's a light system that transfers life energy into Earth. And we are that. Our souls are a part of Earth. Earth developed our souls not to be judges and lawyers and politicians. Earth doesn't believe in money. It didn't create money. That's a man-made concept. Earth created artists and scientists. These are the educations that we must manifest on Earth to build the Venus Project. Here's what happened. Here's what happens when we do a human transfer to Earth. Earth will automatically transfer compassion to humans. It's a completely different paradigm. Instead of trying to teach humans how to love, it's really a waste of time. What we need to do is love Earth and take care of Earth. And since humans and Earth are the same, we're one, Earth will do the rest. Earth will take care of humans. It's that simple. It's a completely new way of approaching how we're going to transfer compassion across the world by building a compassionate world that is a compassionate world, which Earth wants to be. So we take our love, we put it into Earth. Earth will automatically filter it down through every human. Because what we're going to do to Earth is we're going to apply technology and automation. The things that the Earth soul made us. Earth made us artists and scientists. Basically, if you look out at Great Mother Earth, that's all there is. There's art and science. There's nothing else, really. Everything can fall in those two categories. Well, that's what it created in us. That's why the Venus Project is exactly what we desire. And it kind of doesn't matter. You could be religious, you could be atheist, you could be whatever you believe. compassion is a state of, it's your nature. You can't avoid that. You can avoid the other things, but you can't avoid living in a compassionate system. Now we need to enhance our environments that actually dictate our behavior. Once we do that, when there's no more money, there's no more war, there's no more politics, those things don't exist. We're not living those non-reality things, those things that we've invented, those man-made concepts, because they're not a part of Earth's nature. We've got to get back to living Earth's nature. And she made us, artists and scientists, to use the technology that's in her material. That was placed there for us to use for both our benefits, Earth and humans. Let's get the job done as quickly let's get the job done as quickly as we can, because basically if we don't, come on, we're going to go extinct. We either do this or we die.